Well, I am in Vietnam and I have already mastered the Vietnamese language. Let me explain. This is water closet. No, that's not Vietnamese. What is Vietnamese is the name of which bathroom is which. Do I go here as a male or do I go here? Well, let me help you decipher this language. Nam is man spelled backwards. Man. That's the place I go. I made a big mistake a couple of days ago that I really regret. I was in Tam Coc at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd been riding all day and I was thinking of stopping. And as I thought about it, I thought, you know, it doesn't look like anything's happening in this town. I'll have a little bit too much time on my hands. There's still a couple of hours of daylight I could burn. I feel pretty good, even though I've ridden all day. I think I should maybe head over to Da Nang. So I did a quick Google Maps search, found Da Nang. It said it was 110 miles. I thought to myself, well, okay, if I take off now, I can get there just after dusk. But as I looked at the Google map, the estimated time for my arrival was 6 hours and 15 minutes later. And I thought to myself, that's wrong. It doesn't take 6 hours and 15 minutes to go 110 miles. So I thought, why not? I'll hit it. So I hit start and I took off. Well, after about an hour, I was in the Highlands, in the most desolate part of Vietnam, and on one of the most dangerous roads I later discovered. It was a moonless night and the road was in disrepair. And it literally went from a beautiful like 2-lane highway to, you know, this dangerous pothole, rutted out road in the middle of nowhere. And I went for miles and miles and miles and didn't see anybody. No gas stations, no restaurants, no people. The traffic literally evaporated. Up until dusk, there was traffic, you know, some people, but literally nothing. And at one point, I got kind of scared because I have a very, very dim headlight and a very, very dim tail light. And every second of the trip crossing the mountains, I had to keep my eye on the road because to the right there were drop-offs. To the left there were steep drop-offs. And I just never knew where the road was going or what it was going to do next, because the 2008 Suzuki DR has seen better days and that headlight is really, really, really dim. So anyway, I made it into Da Nang at about 10 o'clock at night, well after dark, well after I should have quit for the day. And it was a mistake, a big mistake. Well, I later discovered Google Maps made an error in the calculation. So when I hit mileage, it said 110 miles, but in reality it was 400 kilometers, which was about 193 miles. So it did take me 6 hours and 15 minutes. And I was caught out in these mountains, totally unprepared. So it's a cardinal rule of mine not to travel at night, especially in other nations. And I thought I could shave off a little bit of time and enjoy an extra day in Da Nang by making that trip. But it's not worth it if I've got to risk my life. So next time I think Even though I might have a little bit of time on my hands, I'm going to stop early for the night.
2 days earlier.
Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. I am in Ban Mathot. It's 8:30. It's a beautiful day. And before I leave town, I thought it might be a good idea to see if I could check out this street market and ride straight through it. All right, we're going to ride through a street market here. Hello, good morning. All right, we're going to ride through a street market. You're going to get a first-hand point of view of a street market. Yes. Check it out. Isn't this cool? You could do stuff like this in Asia, and I love it. Hello. How cool is this? We just rode through a street market in Ban Mathot. And now, let's head to Revolutionary Plaza, where we can check out the memorial to Vietnam's struggle for their independence. And this is Revolutionary Plaza to my left. It is a memorial to the struggle of independence. Vietnam was a colony, a French colony for many years, and then it was divided in the late 50s and 60s into North and South Vietnam, the Communist North, the Free South. And in 1975, all that came to an end, and the country was unified under Ho Chi Minh. You might recall that figure in history, Ho Chi Minh. Now, this is a very unusual way to transport irrigation hose. A little dicey too, don't you think? Well, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. And this is an example of how you got to be careful here.